that is a win we needed. That is a win we needed. What is up, lads? It's CM9 here. Wolves 2, Chelsea 5. Wow. I was not expecting the scoreline. I was expecting the absolute worst, because if you remember at the very beginning of the game, we had Emerson out because he got a knock against Finland playing for Italy in the international break, and we only had two wide men in Azpilicueta and Alonso, and we were fearing the worst because Wolves have players like Jota and Adama Traore who are very, very pacey players, and I was expecting Azpi and Alonso to get absolutely murked because of their lack of chasing players down and all the rest of it. But credit where it is due, Mr. Frank Lampard doing something that Maurizio Sarri did not do all of last season, and that was to change the formation. I'll tell you something. Well, we're getting remnants of what Conte did a few seasons back, where he changed it up because what he had previously didn't work, and then suddenly he changed it, and then we went on to win the Premier League. Today, we went a different formation. Now, I'm doing something better than all the videos that I've ever done previously. I've actually got the formation right here on my phone. So we went 3-4-2-1, Rudiger back from injury, Christensen and Fikayo Tomori. 3 centre-backs. Azpilicueta, Jorginho, Kovacic and Alonso as the midfield 4. So Azpilicueta and Alonso pushed a little bit further forward. And then we have Mason Mount and Willian as 2 attacking forwards, as in attacking midfield players. And then up front, Tammy Abraham. This formation works. It works. That's just it. We have 3 centre-backs that are ridiculously stable, especially when you've got Rudiger in there. Now, we have missed Rudiger. We have missed Rudiger's physicality, his strength, his awareness, his commanding of the back three, of commanding of a defence. That's what Rudiger is good at. And he showed that today. That was when he was on the pitch. Later on, when he came off after 45 minutes, we kind of lost our stability. And that was why we conceded 2 goals later on. But let's just talk about the positives today. This formation works. Absolutely works. You got Jorginho and Kovacic in the middle, and they work so well, and they work so better because they've got more space. There's literally more men forward. Obviously, you've got that stability in the defence with those three centre-backs, but you've got more men forward. That means more creativity and more service for the front man. Tammy Abraham with 3 goals today. Great performance. This is what I mean. If you've got more men forward, if you've got more creativity, and if you've got more available, he's going to get you goals, right? That's what makes it so amazing. So, let's just talk about these players individually. Kepa. Kepa was alright. He didn't really have to do very much in the first half, but in the second half, he was a little bit, especially when we conceded 2 goals, I think he was pretty poor. But, having said that, in the first half, he was really good. I couldn't argue with his performance there. He didn't really have to do very much, maybe because we had a good stability at the defence, but we're going to talk about that right now. Rudiger, especially in the first half, excellent. As I said before, his commanding of the back 3 with Christensen and Tomori was excellent. That was a great return, a really good return. I want to see him play a full 90 minutes against Liverpool. That's what I want to see. Yes, he got 45 minutes under his belt, and I think the reason why he didn't play the full 45 minutes was because he literally came back from injury. And, well, we didn't want to take any risks with Rudiger. So it was okay to take him off after 45 minutes, but then that was when our defence looked a little bit shaky. Because I think Wolves came out and, well, you know what happens when we come out after a second half. We start looking shaky. We start looking very sloppy. That's what the second half usually does to us. But yeah, Christensen, emphatic, just brilliant. I thought his defending was really, really good. In the first half, great. Second half, just as good. So there's nothing to say bad about Christensen. Tomori was excellent. Tomori was so good. He reminded me a little bit of Carvalho at times. His goal, by the way, the opening goal, what a screamer. I wasn't expecting that. I was not. He hit it first time from about 30 yards, maybe a little bit longer than 30 yards, in the top corner. What a strike. What a strike. And then, as well as the goal, he was exceptional defence. Pushing the ball out forward, tackling, just fantastic. Tomori could be really, really proud of that performance. Jorginho and Kovacic had more space in the middle. I thought they distributed the ball really, really well, especially when you've got 4 men in midfield and 2 creative players in front of you. You've got more opportunities to create for the front man. So Kovacic and Jorginho had really good games. Mason Mount. I thought there is one thing about Mason Mount that I'm not really too sure of. When he receives the ball, I think he needs to control it a little bit more. I thought whenever he gets the ball, he tries to do something with it and then he immediately loses it. But what I will give him praise for is the goal that he scored right at the end to make it 5-2. A little bit of a control past the defender and then he just slots it into the corner. And this was at a time where it was 4-2, Wolves had got 2 goals back, and then we were starting to worry because we had 6 minutes in stoppage time. We started to worry a little bit about whether or not Wolves would somehow get what teams usually do when they get some kind of confidence in the game. If that was a little bit earlier in the game, maybe Wolves could have conjure up some kind of comeback, but no, it was Mason Mount completely cut that dead with an amazing goal that he scored. Willian, I thought he was excellent. Really, really good from him. Played the entire 90 minutes. I thought his running was great. Was able to beat men for pace. Really good, solid performance from him. I honestly thought he was all right. Alonso and Azpilicueta pushed a little bit further forward. Their crossing was really good. But I think what needs to be improved here is obviously they don't have that much pace. So coming back after they've crossed the ball needs a little bit of work. But their crossing today was really good. Was excellent. Tammy Abraham. What can I say? It was a Tammy Abraham show today. That's all I need to say. We have found our man. We have found the guy up front that's going to make us kiss goodbye to the number 9 curse. And he is going to get the goals. How many goals he scored now? 7 goals in 3 games. We found the guy. We found a guy. He is proving everybody wrong. You know, after that penalty miss. I keep saying it. I keep saying it in these videos. After that penalty miss in the Super Cup. That something happened in his brain. Something happened that made him think, right, that's it, I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And then here you go, here he is, scoring all of these goals, carrying on from where he left off last season when he was on loan at Aston Villa getting all those goals. He's proving that in the Premier League today. And, well, the service, this is what I mean, if you get the service, if you're able to hit the ball in the net, if you're able to get into that space, if you're able to get that confidence to get the goals that's needed, that's what I'm talking about. You literally solved out your attacking problems. And that's what we need. And literally, everybody that got on the score sheet today were all homegrown players. Fikayo Tomori, Mason Mount, 3 from Tammy Abraham. There is plenty to celebrate, lads. There is plenty right there. We've got a formation that works. We've got players that are being creative. We got the right players getting the right goals. Brilliant. And this is against Wolves, by the way. This is against a Wolverhampton Wanderers side that went unbeaten at home in about 16 games. You know, it's very, very difficult going to a venue like Molineux and getting a result. Getting 5 goals there from our homegrown players. I mean, come on. What is not to like? What is not to like? Can we take this? Can we take this and take it to the home game next week against Liverpool? Look, I know it's very, very, very optimistic against a team like Liverpool who are dominating right now. But we can hope. We've got something in there that works. Even if we get a draw against Liverpool at home, I'll be happy. Because it means that our formation, our tactics are working. Compare this to what we had previously when we were leaking goals. Okay, let's just talk about our defence for a moment. I feel the only reason why we conceded 2 today was because Rudiger came off. Now, don't get me wrong, Zuma looked okay when he came on for Rudiger. He looked alright. But it's just that, like, Rudiger has this presence about him that, you know, he commands that back 3. He has that, he shows a little bit of leadership. A little bit like John Terry. Not as much as John Terry, because John Terry obviously has that, we all know about John Terry and what he's done. But Rudiger just brings this leadership at the back. And he just makes everyone seem very calm about it. He gives that tightness. He just brings that grit that I don't think any of our centre-backs have when he's not there. And I think that's the reason why we conceded 2 today, because the goals we conceded, the first one was from a set piece, and the Wolves defender headed the ball. I think it came off Abraham. Because, I think it came off Abraham and it went into the corner. So, yeah, Wolves got a goal back. And then the other goal that they scored was just basic marking of the striker. You're not reading the striker's movement. He's going one way and then you're not picking it up. And I tell you, if Rudiger was still there, that goal should never have happened. Because, like I said, he's just got that commanding of an area. Something that will come in time. It will come in time. Look. We conceded 2 goals. We still haven't got a clean sheet. But what we can take away from this, we have got something that works. It's a work in progress. Yes, we've conceded goals, but in time, the players that are trying to work within the new role that Lampard's trying to implement, everyone's going to try and improve from that. Everyone's going to try and adapt to the system. This is the new system that we know works. The players are going to go away and improve on that. And then hopefully 2, 3, 4 games into the season from here, we're going to start improving. And by the way, imagine if we get Reece James, Callum Hudson-Odoi and N'Golo Kante back from injury. And later on, Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Imagine if we get all those players back from injury and we start implementing them into this system. Mate. Honestly, lads, look, I know it's early. I know it's early days. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But we've got something here that we know can work. You put Callum Hudson-Odoi, you put Kante, you put Reece James into this system, and my God, are we going to look good? We are going to look good. But it's early days. It's early days. I can be very, very pleased about this performance. Attack-wise, we've got plenty of options using this formation. Defence-wise, we look very tight in the first half, especially when Rudiger's there. But when Rudiger is out and we don't have that cohesion and communication, everybody has to try and adapt. And that's what really needs to be taken away from this. But it's a win. It's a win nonetheless. And I'm very proud. I'm very happy. Now we go into this game against Liverpool with something to work on, something that we know works and we know that we can take and we can give Liverpool a game. Honestly, even if we get a draw against Liverpool, let's be honest, Liverpool are dominating. And if we can get a draw, maybe at home at Stamford Bridge, ideally, okay, this is an ideal world, okay? I'm not hoping for a win. It would be nice to beat Liverpool, but in the event of this formation working and everybody trying to learn and adapt, I'd be happy with a draw against Liverpool next week. I would. I think getting a draw there shows that we are improving and we are getting something to work. If Lampard's got this 3-4-2-1 working with all the players that we've got, I'd be happy. Now let's get Hudson-Odoi, Reece James and Kante back in this team. Put them into this 3-4-2-1 and mate, we have got ourselves a team. Maybe not to compete for a title, but something that we can improve on. Especially this season, especially next season. If we can get this transfer ban lifted before January and we can create depth for this team, we've got the team. We've got the team. Lads, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If I've missed anything out, let me know in the comments. And yes, thank you very, very much for watching. Come on, Chelsea. We can turn this season around. I'm very, very happy. Great goals from Tammy Abraham. Absolute screamer from Fikayo Tomori. And to finish it off, Mason Mount. 3 homegrown players getting goals. I'm bloody happy, mate. Really, really happy. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. If you're into gaming, by the way, you can check out my gaming channel, Chris Marder Games, as well. Link for that will be in the description and or on the video right here. Thank you very much, guys. Until the next video, I shall see you later. Head up the Chelsea and peace.